Have you ever noticed your dog shaking their head or scratching at their ears more than usual? Well, it could be a sign of an ear infection. And in this video, we'll talk about what ear infections are, what causes them, signs to look out for, and what you can do to help prevent them. Hey there, I'm a veterinarian. And welcome back to our channel where we bring you everything you need to know about your pet's health and wellness. Alright, today we're talking all about dog ear infections. So if your furry friend has been experiencing some excessive ear scratching, head shaking, or has even shown signs of pain when you touch their ears, they may have an ear infection. Ear infections, also called otitis, occur when there is inflammation or infection of the ear canal or middle ear. And just like humans, dogs can get ear infections from bacteria, yeast, or other types of fungus. The good news is that most ear infections are treatable with the right care. So let's dive into everything you need to know about dog ear infections. What are the signs of ear infections in dogs? Now, dogs can't tell us when they're in pain, so it's up to us to watch out for these warning signs and seek veterinary attention when needed. Some common signs that your dog may have an ear infection include. So first, head shaking or pawing at the ears. If you notice your dog is shaking their head or scratching at their ears more than usual, this could indicate an ear infection. Excessive ear scratching can also lead to redness or irritation of the skin around the ear. And so next, discharge. A buildup of ear discharge or fluid is another sign of ear infections. Ear discharge can vary in color and consistency depending on the type of infection. So for example, a black or bloody discharge could indicate a bacterial infection, while a white or yellowish discharge might suggest a yeast infection. And usually ear discharge will have a foul odor as well. So next, loss of balance. If the infection has spread to the inner ear, it could affect your dog's balance. You may notice them stumbling or having trouble coordinating their movements. Next, we have pain. Dogs with ear infections may be sensitive or painful when you touch their ears. They may also cry out or yelp if the ear is being manipulated. Next, we have redness and swelling. Look closely at your dog's ears for any signs of redness or swelling. These could be signs of inflammation and possible infection. Next, hair loss or a change in texture around the ears. Hair loss or changes in the texture of the hair around the ears could indicate an ear infection that has caused irritation or inflammation to the skin. So lastly, head tilt. If your dog is holding their head at an odd angle or seems to be tilting their head to one side, it could be a sign of an ear infection affecting the balance or vestibular system. If you notice any of these concerning signs, it's important to take your dog to see the vet promptly. Early diagnosis and treatment can prevent the infection from worsening and causing further complications. And remember, it's always better to err on the side of caution when it comes to your furry friend's health. Now, what are some common causes of ear infections in dogs? Ear infections often happen because of inflammation in the ear canal. This can trap moisture and create the perfect environment for bacteria, yeast, or fungus to grow and multiply. And some breeds of dogs are more prone to ear infections than others. This is often due to their floppy ears that create a moist environment in the ear canal. Some common causes of ear infections in dogs include. First, allergies. Just like humans, dogs can develop allergies to various substances such as pollen, dust, or certain foods. These allergies can lead to inflammation in the ears, making them more susceptible to infection. Next, we have parasites like mites or ticks. These pesky parasites can cause irritation and inflammation in the ears, leading to discomfort and potential infection. Next, we have moisture. Prolonged moisture in the ear canal can create a breeding ground for bacteria and yeast, increasing the risk of ear infections. This can happen after swimming or bathing or even living in humid environments. And so next, foreign objects. If your dog has managed to get a small object stuck in their ear, it can cause irritation, inflammation, and even break the skin, making it easier for an infection to set in. And so next, we have anatomical issues. Certain dogs may have a malformed ear canal that traps moisture or has narrow canals that are difficult to clean properly. And so lastly, autoimmune disorders. In some cases, autoimmune disorders can affect the immune system, making dogs more susceptible to ear infections. When should you see a vet about ear infections? So while some ear infections may resolve on their own, it's important to consult a vet for several reasons. First, a vet can determine the underlying cause of the ear infection. This is essential because different causes may require specific treatments. For example, if the infection is caused by an allergy, your vet may recommend a different approach compared to an ear infection caused by bacteria. And so your vet will examine your dog's ears and may perform tests like a cytology, which involves examining a sample of cells from the ear discharge under a microscope to identify the causative agent. And if needed, your vet may even take a swab culture to identify the specific type of bacteria present and determine the best course of treatment, especially if antibiotics are necessary. Your vet can prescribe the appropriate antibiotics to effectively treat the infection and prevent it from spreading further. And also your vet can rule out any serious underlying conditions. Ear infections can sometimes be a symptom of other underlying health issues. By examining your dog, your vet can help rule out any other potential problems and provide the necessary treatment. So how do you care for your dog's ears at home? While it's essential to visit a vet for professional help, there are some things you can do at home to help your dog's ears feel more comfortable. First, you can clean your dog's ears regularly. This helps remove excess buildup and prevents infections. Consult your vet for guidance on how often to clean your dog's ears and the best methods to use. And when cleaning, be gentle to avoid any pain or discomfort to your furry friend. Next, you can consider putting a few drops of a suitable ear solution into your dog's ear. There are various ear solutions available, including those containing acetic acid or other ingredients that can help alleviate inflammation and kill bacteria. And so always follow the instructions carefully and make sure the product is appropriate for your dog's size and the type of infection. And so next, you can give your dog anti-inflammatory medication. If your vet has recommended anti-inflammatory medications such as aspirin or ibuprofen, make sure to give them to your dog as directed. This can help reduce inflammation and alleviate pain associated with the ear infection. And so next, you can offer supportive care. Providing a clean and comfortable environment can aid in the healing process. Make sure your dog has a cozy place to rest and monitor their general well-being during their recovery. And are there ways to prevent ear infections in dogs? Absolutely. Ear infections can be frustrating for both you and your dog, but there are steps you can take to help prevent them from happening in the first place. So first, keep the ears clean. Regular ear cleaning is key to preventing ear infections. Follow your vet's advice on how often to clean your dog's ears and use a suitable ear cleaning solution. Be gentle to avoid any discomfort. Next, dry the ears thoroughly. Moisture in the ear canal can create an ideal environment for bacteria and yeast to grow. After cleaning, make sure to dry your dog's ears thoroughly, especially after swimming or bathing. Consider using a towel or a hairdryer on a low setting to remove excess moisture. And so next, check for allergies. If your dog has allergies, managing them effectively can reduce the risk of ear infections. Work with your vet to identify and avoid your dog's allergens and explore options like antihistamines or immunotherapy. Next, protect from parasites. Use preventative measures recommended by your vet to protect your dog from parasites like mites and ticks. These parasites can cause ear infections, so it's crucial to take steps to prevent them. And so next, ensure proper drying after swimming. If your dog loves to swim, make sure to dry their ears thoroughly after a dip in the water. Consider using a towel or a hairdryer to remove any moisture that could potentially lead to an ear infection. And so there you have it, a comprehensive guide to ear infections in dogs. Remember to be attentive to your dog's ear health, consult a vet when needed and provide the necessary care and prevention to keep their ears healthy and happy. Thank you for joining us today. We hope this video was informative and helpful. If you found it useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with other dog lovers. We'd love to hear from you. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss any of our exciting new videos. Stay healthy, stay informed and keep those tails wagging. Until next time.